Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. This video was a request from one of my viewers, Darren. Darren, hello mate, this one's for you. It's a bottle of Peroni. Haven't reviewed this one before, so I got interested to see this. Drink this one on tap, or have drunk this one on tap quite regularly in the past, but I don't think I've actually had it from a bottle before. So it's going to be a bit of an experience for me as well. So we'll do a review. I think this is a new bottle cap as well. It's quite a new one, quite a smart looking one. So yeah, Peroni, Nastro, Azzurro, Italian lager, coming in at 5.1% ABV. Ingredients: water, barley malt, Italian maize, hops. Yep, so 5.1% ABV, Italian lager. You can get this one everywhere, so you've got no worries about not being able to pick this one up. Green bottle isn't always a good thing, but there's, oh blimey, there is a bit of skunkiness coming off of that one. I was hoping I'd be able to say there's no skunkiness coming off of that one, but no. Lots of skunkiness coming off of that. That bottle just stinks of it. Loads of skunkiness, unfortunately. Keep that bottle cap, that's one for the table. There is the Peroni. Clear as you like. Got half a finger of whitehead on it. Decent enough levels of carbonation. You can see the bubbles rising up on that one. Let's give it a bit of a wriggle and then get me snout in and see if I can get any sort of aroma. It still smells quite skunky. The date on this is good for, it's good till October of this year, this one, so whether it's just been on the supermarket too long, on the shelf, supermarket shelf for too long and the lights got to it, maybe affected it, quite possibly. So this might not be the fairest review, if I'm honest, but there is quite a strong skunky aroma to this one. That's the overpowering aroma, but other than that I'm getting a bit of citrus. I'm getting a bit of malt on the aroma, to be fair. I think that skunkiness is starting to die down a little bit. A little bit of a hoppy character on the aroma as well. Let's get stuck in. Cheers. Crisp, light, refreshing, thin-bodied. Bit of citrus sweetness to it. Bit of lemon, lime maybe in there as well. But there is a bit of a slightly grassy flavour to it. Lemon balm, it's a very kind of crisp, citrusy lager, this one. Slightest bit of hoppiness at the back end. But again, I think this one may have been affected. I picked this one up in Morrison's the other day, and I actually got it reduced. It was in the reduced section at the end of the beer aisle. I picked this bottle up for 90p. It might be I looked at the date and thought, you know, how bad can it be, right? A reduced beer with a good, what, 6 months left on it? 7 months left on it? And I think this one's been on the shelf for a while, which is probably why they've reduced it. I just kind of get the feeling that the light has maybe affected the quality of this beer. It does have a bit of a skunky kind of, just not 100% as crisp and fresh as it could be. But despite that, it is drinkable. It is quite good. It is quite nice. Certainly a citrus sweetness to it, lemon, lime. There's a nice fresh grassy flavour to it as well. Subtle hoppy bitterness at the back end. You taste it, top of the palate. It's drinkable, it's alright. I imagine it'd be even better if I had a fresher bottle that was perhaps in a box or something. But this isn't bad, it's not bad. I think perhaps if this was a slightly fresher bottle, had been in a box, had been shaded, hidden by the lights that they have in the supermarket, this would easily be a 7 out of 10 beer. But I will review this specific beer, and you can taste there's a good lager behind it, but I think this particular bottle has been affected, unfortunately. I think the lights in the supermarket have got to this one, which is probably why it was reduced. Therefore, I'm only going to give this beer a 5 out of 10. It just doesn't taste right. That skunkiness, there's a slightly off flavour to it as well. I just think that's what's happened here. I think this one particular bottle's been affected, unfortunately. Otherwise, it's a good lager. It's a good lager, and I would recommend going out and buying it. If you're thinking about going out and buying it, Darren, go out and get it, mate, because that's a perfectly decent lager. Yeah, so I'll give this particular one a 5 out of 10. If it was fresh, it's a lot better. That's a perfectly decent lager, and I'd say despite the fact that that's probably been on the shelf a bit too long and the lights have kind of affected the hops and everything that's gone into it, it's still drinkable. It's still a pleasant lager. I've had fresh beers that have been boxed that have tasted horrible compared to this. So yeah, it's not a bad beer at all. So yeah, I'll give it a 5 to 7 out of 10 for Peroni's Nastro Azzurro. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. And until my next one, you take care.